Hello and welcome to another video on the Night Ministries channel. I am your host, Jeremy Knight. Don't forget to like the video and enjoy the show. Okay. Hello, I'm Jeremy, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing this book, Who Was Adam? By Fazale Rana. It's another RTB book produced by RTB Press. That's Reasons to Believe. I've been reviewing their books for quite some time now. But yeah, we're going to be reviewing this book. I read this book not too long ago. Took me a while to get through it because it's like 500 pages. So yeah, this is a thick book. This is the book we're going to be reviewing. Okay, so this book here, Who Was Adam, is another apologetics book by RTB, Reasons to Believe. Fazale Rana, he's a biochemist, so he does know what he's talking about. This book is about human evolution, and it presents a creation model. This book is from an old Earth creationist perspective, from old Earth creationism. So these type of people, they know what they're talking about. They know the science. They know what they're talking about. And it's because of books like this that I still question Darwinian evolution. Because, yeah, Darwinian evolution is not the fact that some people want to try to make us believe it is. It really isn't. This book presents a very good model that, as it becomes better tested, will probably one day be able to compete against Darwinian evolution. The RTB model is the best we got going for us. It's a very good model. And one day, it'll be there. RTB, they know what they're talking about. And it's because of them that I am still a creationist. I just don't believe in a young Earth anymore. Because, yeah, that's just dumb. This book has a lot of information in it. It has informations about, especially like chapter 9. Now this is the 10-year update. This is the 10-year update, so because there was a version of Who Was Adam published in 2005, this is the 2015 update. So yeah, this one has even more information in it. Most of the differences between the two versions are in part 3, which starts on chapter 16. So yeah, this is a really good book, and you should read it. This book has a lot of good information in it. This book has a lot of good information in it. There's information in this book about Adam and Eve, about biblical Adam and Eve, about Y-chromosomal Adam and mitochondrial Eve, about historical Noah, about a historical Adam and Eve, about human evolution. Yes, about human evolution, because you have to talk about that stuff when talking about this topic. So there is information in here about human evolution. But yeah, there's a lot of good information in this book. This is a really good book. I really enjoyed reading this book. This book presents RTB's human origins model. That's RTB's human origins model. It's a scientific model that can be tested. And it passes the tests, as this book has demonstrated. Because this book is a 10-year update. This book, there was a version of this book originally published in 2005. This is the 10-year update, published in 2015. The next 10-year update will be 2025. And I really do hope that they do post another 10-year update. I really do hope that they publish another 10-year update of this book, because it probably needs the updates. I can already tell by reading through this book that it does need the updates for 2025. If you go through this book, yes, it does claim that mitochondrial Eve and Y-chromosomal Adam are the biblical Adam and Eve. It does claim that. But if you go to chapter 17, in that chapter, in chapter 17 of this book, it gives better dates for mitochondrial Eve and Y-chromosomal Adam, showing that yes, mitochondrial Eve and Y-chromosomal Adam did exist around the same time and probably did know each other, giving even more likelihood to them being biblical Adam and Eve. So, (263) is where chapter 17 starts. So let's go to page 263. Here it is. According to this, Y chromosomal atom existed about 180 to 200, 180,000 to 200,000 years ago. According to this, for Y chromosomal atom. That's what the latest studies from 2013 say. So those studies that say that he existed, what was the original studies? Yeah, the original studies were about 60,000 years ago. So it is more likely that Y chromosomal atom existed between 100,000 years and 200,000 years ago, not the 60,000 years ago as previously thought. So if Y chromosomal atom existed between those years and mitochondrial Eve existed between the years of let's see here. A 108,000 to 150,000. No, 108,000 to 250,000 years ago. That would mean that mitochondrial Eve and Y chromosomal atom were way more likely to know each other, according to this book. So yeah, anyone that says mitochondrial Eve and Y chromosomal atom did not know each other are wrong according to this book here. You have not been keeping up with the latest studies. Because according to the latest studies, they did indeed know each other. So yeah, mitochondrial Eve and Y chromosomal atom were indeed the biblical Adam and Eve, according to this book right here. Now, yeah, even this book says that there is no genetic evidence for the flood. Even this book will admit that there is no genetic evidence for the flood. If you want evidence for the flood, you need to go to their book, Navigating Genesis. Navigating Genesis has a much better evidence for the flood than this book. This book mainly focuses on human origins, not flood evidence. Okay? Remember, this book was written by a biochemist. Fazale Rana is a biochemist. So he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to evolution. So this book is well researched because it was written by a biochemist. There's a lot of information in here about a lot of different topics. My favorite information in here is the one on junk DNA. There's even an entire chapter called, "Is It Time to Scrap Junk DNA?" That's chapter 25. So yeah, there's a lot of information in here, and I really enjoyed reading this book. This is a really good book. Once again, it is because of books like this that I still doubt human evolution. We were created in the image of God. We were created in the image of God, not in the image of apes. Although God did use a primate blueprint to create humans. So yeah, even that is claimed in here, that God did use a primate blueprint to create humans. So yeah, this is a good book for every Christian to read. Read this book. It's a good book. Read it. Fazale Rana did a good job at making this book. Some more of my favorite chapters in this book right here were the chapters over the human interbreedings between the humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans. Because, yeah, that also had to be addressed in this book. The interbreedings between the humans, the Neanderthals, and the Denisovans also had to be addressed in this book. Now, when I say humans, I'm referring to modern humans, anatomically modern humans. So yeah, modern humans. Okay? So yeah, the interbreedings between humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans had to be addressed in this book because originally RTB denied that interbreeding, but now according to the new updates, they have adjusted their model to accommodate the new evidence that yes, humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans did interbreed. So yeah, I admire RTB for being able to admit when they were wrong. They adjusted their model to accommodate new evidence, and that made their model better. So yeah, they are able to admit when they are wrong. I really enjoyed reading those chapters. So yeah, they do update and adjust their model when new evidence comes along, which is what science is supposed to do. Okay? The authors of this book here, that's authors because there were technically two of them, the authors of this book were Fazale Rana and Hugh Ross. Fazale Rana is a biochemist, and Hugh Ross is an astronomer. They wrote this book together, with Fazale Rana contributing the most to this book, because he's a biochemist, and this is his area of expertise. Now, this book was written back when Fazale Rana was still vice president of RTB, but he has been recently promoted to president of RTB because Hugh Ross has retired. So Hugh Ross is no longer president of RTB. He's retired. So Fazale Rana is now president of RTB. But that's not really important because this book is still very accurate. It has a lot of good information in it. Now, if you go to the About Authors page, Fazale Rana got his PhD in he got his PhD in biochemistry from the University of Virginia and Georgia. From the universities of Virginia and Georgia. That's where he got his PhD. He won the Donald Clippinger Research Award twice from at the University of Ohio. So yeah, Fazale Rana is very smart. He knows what he's talking about. Now, Hugh Ross got his PhD in astronomy from the University of Toronto. But this book was majorly written by Fazale Rana because this book is his area of expertise. Hugh Ross contributed very little to this book, but enough that his name had to be included as a co-author. But this book is mainly the work of Fazale Rana, because this book is talking about biology and human evolution. So it's Fazale Rana's area of expertise. Okay? This is a really good book. I really enjoyed reading this book. I do think all Christians should read this book. All Christians should read this book. You would even benefit from reading this book if you're not Christian. Because even if you're not Christian, this book is still a good read. But all Christians should definitely read this book. Okay? Anyways, my next video, I'm not sure what it will be, but there will be a next video. So, see you in my next video. Okay? That's all I have to say for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell. And follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. This has been a video on the Knight Ministries channel. I am your host, Jeremy Knight, and I just want to say, see you next time.